Hello and welcome to the episode The Fortuneteller. As the episodes go in general, it's a cute. That's about all I can really say about it. It's a cute little episode. Maybe borderline filler, but at the same time, it's sort of. I was gonna say continuing, but more kind of really get started the relationship between Aang and Katara. Sort of the quasi romance they have going on. But it has a few other things on top of that. I think it has some interesting messages about, you know, fate, fate and faith, and what you put, the most stock in, and destiny, and how much you make for yourself, and how much is just life, and blah blah blah. So the story of this one is they find this town that's where everything in this town is sort of run by this fortune teller, in a sense. She doesn't rule the town, but she can apparently see the future and predict it, and everybody really enjoys that, and, because they know what's going to happen. And she can do it by, doing sort of the typical fortune things, whatever, looking at the cracks and bones, or looking at the clouds, or, a bunch of new agey stuff. And Sokka particularly does not like this, because he's very much, you should be able to determine your own destiny. You shouldn't put your faith in someone that's saying this is going to happen, and you just sort of make it happen because you were told it was going to happen. You hear this stuff like in The Matrix and stuff like that, fun things like that. And one of the things is that she says, the volcano is not going to destroy the village. They're right next to a volcano. And the volcano starts to erupt, so Aang and Sokka determine, well, okay, she must be wrong about this, so we have to change it. So they, very cleverly, I like how Aang and Katara, they use the airbending and the waterbending to manipulate the clouds to make the fortune teller see something else. That's very smart. Yeah, I like, using what you have, in different ways, so that's very, very clever. The fortune teller sees it, says, oh no, it says death, we have to do something about it. So now everyone will listen and, try their best to avoid the volcano, or do something about it. Because before they were saying, oh, but the fortune teller said the volcano won't hurt us at all, we don't have to do anything. So it wasn't until they changed it, they decided they do have to change stuff, and they create this little path, and the lava comes through and doesn't hurt the town. So the fortune teller was still right. But, at the same time, they did have to do something about it. So that's a good mix. I like that. I think it's a good message to get out to people, and kids and stuff. The other thing they're sort of building up is that, like I said, there's this kind of romance you could obviously see blooming between Katara and Aang. And here, she's finally waking up to it, because the fortune teller essentially says, it's going to be a great bender that you fall in love with, and suddenly she puts it together, hey, Aang's a great bender, like, at the end of the episode. Come on. There's something I don't... Romances are tough to do. They're tough to do effectively. And this is one of the reasons why, because there's always someone's in love with the other one, but the other either is not or doesn't see it. And for a few times that's cute, but it gets done so much. And it bothers me what's always like, oh, this destiny thing will open your eyes to it, or something like that. Or, it's why can't they just sort of realize it? Why do they have to be told, no, you're in love with this person? Why can't they just feel? Why can't they let it just evolve naturally? So maybe they're going to do that more in the series, but I don't know. That's just sort of a me thing. Like I said, romances are usually not done the best in many forms of media, in my opinion. They're either way too glanced over, or they're way too simplified, and it's like, love in many respects is simplified, but in different ways, in varying ways, not just this one, you have to be told, or someone's in love and the other isn't, and circumstances point them in the other direction, or, something that lasts through a show, I don't know. It's tough to do in shows. That's the place I so rarely see it done right, is on TV shows. And you think that'd be the place where they could do it the best, because you have time to really grow a relationship, but instead, they just cock tease you the whole time. And to think, will they or won't they, when they are most likely will. 9 out of 10, they will. But who knows? Maybe they're leaning towards an art path. Maybe she'll find another great bender, and that's gonna be the person. Then she's conflicted, and who does she go with? I don't know. It could be. Maybe they're building that up, but I don't know. That's not fun to me. I like real. I like really looking into how a relationship is gonna bloom, even if it's with kids. I think, in fact, it's even more interesting if you do it with kids. So I don't think they need to rely on that. But the only other thing I'll say about this episode, there's like this one character, this little girl has like this big gap in her teeth. It's just fucking adorable in the show. This is like the cutest kid in this show, and she has a crush on Aang, and it's constantly trying to get his attention while he's constantly trying to get Katara's attentions. Sort of a not really a love triangle because it doesn't come back, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I just that character really stood out, and I thought was a very very cute and very funny. Aside from that, yeah, not too much else on this one. Like I said, just sort of a very straightforward, basic episode. Just again, once in a while we need a break from the Fire Nation and the chase. So I'm never one of those people that's like, come on, get back to the story all the time. It's like, no, we need these. I totally acknowledge we need these, because if you do keep coming back to the chase the whole time, you're just gonna get tired of the chase. You're gonna get tired of him always getting away or getting captured and then getting away. So, you need these variations. So I totally get it, and it's a cute little episode. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. Later.